Hi, Alan. I hope you're doing well. Let's read this story together. Playdough, written by Anne Harth. Kira loved Play-Doh. She rolled it, she patted it, she punched it, and she shaped it. At school, there was blue Play-Doh and red Play-Doh. Every day, there was a different color. Kira loved them all. Alan, have you ever played with Play-Doh before? I wish I had Play-Doh at home, she said to her teacher, Mrs. Peck. Where do you buy it? Mrs. Peck laughed. I don't buy it. I make it. Can you show me how? Kira said. The next day, Kira walked into the classroom. Good morning, everyone, said Mrs. Peck. Today, we will make Play-Doh. Kira, will you help? Kira stood next to Mrs. Peck. Everything we need is on this table, Mrs. Peck said. We have flour, salt, oil, water, and food coloring. Kira, please put 2 cups of flour into the big bowl. Kira measured the flour. She dumped it into the bowl. 2 cups of flour, she said. Next, we need 1 cup of salt, said Mrs. Peck. Kira measured the salt. She dumped it into the bowl. Mrs. Peck handed Kira a spoon. Next, mix the flour and salt. Kira mixed them carefully. Next, we need 1 tablespoon of oil and 1 cup of water. Kira put them both into the bowl. Now stir it well, Mrs. Peck said. Kira stirred until her arm was tired. It looks like white Play-Doh, she said. What color shall we make? Mrs. Peck held up the food coloring. Blue, Ahmed said. Red, Rena added. I have an idea, said Mrs. Peck, and she poked a hole in the Play-Doh. She put in 5 drops of blue food coloring and 5 drops of red food coloring. Squish it all up, Kira. What do you think is going to happen, Alan? What color do you think 5 drops of blue food coloring and 5 drops of red food coloring will make? Kira squished the Play-Doh. She rolled it and patted it. She punched it and shaped it. Kira's eyes grew big. The children in the classroom all smiled as the white Play-Doh turned a beautiful shade of purple. Thank you, Mrs. Peck. I can't wait to make Play-Doh at home, Kira said. Let's answer some questions about the story we just read. Number 1. What does Kira learn to make? Kira learns to make Play-Doh from her teacher, Mrs. Peck. Number 2. What color is the Play-Doh Kira makes? Kira makes a Play-Doh that becomes a purple color. What ingredients are used to make the Play-Doh? To make the Play-Doh, she uses flour, salt, oil, water, and food coloring. Last question. Why does Mrs. Peck make Play-Doh? Mrs. Peck makes Play-Doh so that Kira and her classmates can play with it in class. Thanks for reading the story with me, Ellen. I hope you have a nice day.